Recording in progress.
Yeah. So let's review the yesterday ones for a couple of minutes. Yeah. This one. Yeah. Can you guys review like what did you learn yesterday? Sorry, let me 1 minute. Just a minute. I'll update this yesterday keywords. Yeah. So we will have a section wise for this document once you access it. So you go to that specific page. Yeah. Yeah, please, anyone can you guys help me here? Like, what did you learn yesterday?
What have lost an instance?
MS Exploits, sir.
Yeah, go ahead with that. Like, so not the single keyword, go ahead with the flow. Someone like
Infrastructure, Agile,
to launch in instance.
did launch the instance.
AMI, like what the in EC2 will be going and running that.
Okay. Instance is running component. Okay. Some more, please help me with the like. What did you get it?
yeah.
In instance, we need to use like there are subtypes like series types, T series, M series, R series, and C series. T series will be used for test component, and M series for general, or for memory, and C for compute.
Yeah. So T, M, there are like R, there are like C, there are like something P series also. Yeah, something like what I got one use case for running like machine ML workloads. Like you guys will be playing the games, right? So like such things. In the mobile, you guys will stream, right? Such kind of applications they run on the heavy processors. Yeah. Please some more.
And network in real time, we need to use our own network. Here we have used as the default network.
One VPC wala. Yeah, exactly. The right now default available. That is very nice. Yeah, this is very good. So, some more. Anyone want to talk?
Snapshot. So
Yeah.
when we take the backup from the ABS, so by default we have to take it to S3.
Yeah. Snapshot. Yeah.
So it's called snapshot.
So snapshot will store backend in S3. Yeah.
Different types of OS, Ubuntu, Mac OS.
Yeah, AMI types are available. Like
Yes.
yeah. So I mentioned that, and then the Red Hat one, and then Ubuntu also available, and then Mac just for we never got a chance like Ubuntu. They have a lot of. So majority will be using the normal kind of projects. This is the one. Yeah. Some more. Please help me. Yeah, just some points. What did you tell?
Amazon Q
Image.
Yeah, this is called the image only. We'll be calling it as image.
And Agile also we have seen.
Yeah, the agile is a kind of technical keyword. It's a process, not the like instance type technology. It's a process. It's a process based. So cloud is like always follows the agile in the cloud, and then like you can global. It's a global resource. Yeah. Some more. Cool. So let me start myself like just a review. just for your info, like tomorrow I'll share these recordings. So don't want to give individual like something. So I'll share tomorrow. Sorry for a bit late on it. I'll share tomorrow notes. So yeah. So I was telling that in the cloud, when you go to AWS account, after you register it, you can go to in the cloud has been already they have the data center set up across the region. You can choose whichever the region you wanted. So yeah. That is one benefit with the cloud is, as I was saying, right? So we don't care about our own data center. So cloud will be managing it. Whatever resources you created for them only will be paying it. So that's why you have seen it. So we logged in yesterday with the root user, and then our target is to run an application. So to run an application, like in your laptop also, you will be installing application, right? So for that, we have a laptop which is called hardware. You think you don't have an hardware, you need a OS. In the cloud, same way we followed the same format. We separated the compute, storage, network, and then the OS. So with these combinations, I wanted to create all these combination. So I need to go for a service called EC2. Important thing is EC2 is the region based. If you want to create a EC2, first you need a AMI. There are the default AMIs are there. Basic things I was telling, AMIs are region based. Same AMI available in other regions also, but there will be the number will be there, AMI number that will differ one region to another region. You have to keep that same number won't be available across the regions. So AMIs you can share from one region to another region. We can create our own AMIs also. You can share one account to another account also. These are the basics you should keep in mind. AMI is OS template. If you launch AMI, that will become as a EC2. When you are launching an AMI, few of the things you need, one is the first, on what hardware you want to launch the AMI. Hardware, nothing but instance family. T like CPU, memory, RAM, like CPU, RAM, storage. So on which instance family you want to launch? T series, M series, series. That is the one. First, you need AMI. Next, we will be deciding the instance family. Once you decide that, you will get the network flow also on which network you want to launch. There is a default network is there, AWS network. So which is called VPC. We use it that VPC. Parallel that you will have a EBS storage as well, like the EBS volume. You can attach more volumes also, not only the one volume. But there is a limitation based on the instance family type. Some instance family will not support like more than 3, more than 5 something. So you have that lock, but we don't need to remember that, but just you have a context that whenever situation comes, you may need to see if they were trying to attach more volumes under, that is the one. So let me go for last one. So we logged in to AWS account. We can log in with the root user or AM user. Why did I log in? To use infrastructure. Why I'm using infrastructure?
To run our application.
Application.
Run application, exactly. So which service I'm using to run an application here?
EC2.
Right now I'm using EC2. Yeah, I got an so what are the things you will get along with the EC2? What are the things you will get with EC2?
CPU, storage.
Yeah. So first is AMI. The AMI event is the Amazon Linux. And then instance family. I have chosen T2 micro for now, but never say that in the interview. Never say, please. This is the one. Always say like some series. I was telling you, right? You have to lock for one instance type, and then you have to remember the CPU and memory for that. So EBS volume, you can like scale in and scale out something, and then the network. This is called, I would say, in the infrastructure, this is called the compute one. And the network, we are using a service called VPC. I'm not using only VPC. For now, I'm going with default VPC. This is that's okay. I'll talk later. The private one I wanted to say VPC, and then the storage you are getting the EBS volume. So these are the things we did by combining all these. I did at the end, I created a launched. We give a technical keyword provisioned, created. So after you did launching all these combination, you created a EC2 that is called instance. So sometimes you will get asked this question, what is instance? Like I was telling, is difference between instance and AMI. AMI is like a template. You can launch many instances. Instance is the one where your original, like you will have all these combination for your instance. AMI is just like OS template. You will not have a VPC, you will not have a storage and all something. And AMIs can be shared across the this thing regions that you can do. Once you create instance, you cannot move instance from one region to another region. You cannot move running instance. If you want to move, you need to make that as a AMI. Then you can move from one region to another regions. Running instance, you cannot move from one place to another place. You cannot move it. Can't be possible. Good. So let me log in for that instance yesterday, whatever we created it. So I'm logging to AWS console. Yeah. So always remember in which region I have created yesterday, EC2.
Mumbai.
Yeah. So you mandatory keep this thought. We need to, whenever you switch to one region, always like we will be locking to some regions. I'm telling it like a couple of times, but just keep it in projects. That is very important thing, because I have seen the situations like they come with some experience background and then like, so they'll be searching in other locations. First question always ask us in which region the we are using it. You can ask in the interviews also, you can ask it, or in the project whenever you join initial time, always ask it. And then you have to always switch to that region. So I'm in Mumbai. EC2 is a, keep this thought, I'll keep it in note. EC2 is regional based service, and we manage this service. We manage it. If this goes down, EC2 instance goes down some reason like memory and all, AWS will not bring this that service. They'll not bring it back again. Like that, you have to create it. You did a mistake, something. So you have to create that instance. You have to bring that instance back again. That is our job only. Okay. So you remember, like we were discussing the security group, some key pairs, like at the end it been created. It instance is running. There were volumes. So AMIs. So these are the ones. So let me go for here. Instance. So instance is right now running status. So once you create an instance, the instance, you will get instance ID. This is the unique number. So now what is the instance family type we are using? T2 micro. And then there are two types of status checks, like 2 by 2 it is saying. If there is a 1 by 2 something, there is a problem. You have to check it here. Status checks. You see here system status check and then the instance status checks. The system status check is like in the interviews also, this question you'll get it. If there is a problem at AWS end, that rack server is having some power issue or some heat or something, like the problem with their AWS infrastructure, this will fail. And you like we did a more load on the EC2. We like some application I installed, that application is consuming more memory or CPU, some network issues, then this instance check will fail. This will fail. This is, we make mistake. This is the problem from, if it is problem from AWS end, this will be the, for this, right, what we recommend is, if this is failing, like you can do reboot or something. When you do reboot, behind what they'll do AWS, they'll move that EC2 from one hardware to another hardware. That is the one. For this, you have to check the logs, what went wrong and all, you have to check it. So let me put it here. EC2 will have here. I'm going through the metadata and then we'll come on the application way for EC2. EC2 status checks, two status checks. This exam and then the interviews also I have seen it, this question. System status check. That is the instance. The difference is this is failure from AWS infra. If there is an issue, it is taken care by AWS will take care of it. But safe side, you have to do reboot. This one, failure from us, check logs, check like CPU, memory, how much it is being used, and you can check this. So here you see right here, there is option called monitoring. You see right here. In the monitoring, you can see the CPU status checks, what is something the network related. Very important, keep this very important thought. You cannot see by default memory usage here. How much memory I have used, you cannot see that. You need to install some tools. That tool will send a data here. By default, EC2 will not give memory monitoring by default. If you want, you have to install some tools. What is the one you can monitor is CPU, disk related, and then the network related. These three you can monitor. Let me keep monitor. Memory for EC2.
Sir, how do we share AMI across regions?
Like you will get an option like copy AMI, one region to another region, copy.
Okay, so that will have all OS and application related.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So monitor, only you can monitor CPU, network related, and then the disk related. You cannot monitor, I'll say that, no memory. Need to install some agents that will collect and then send it here. Here you see, right? This is the one monitoring page. You have here itself, this monitoring. Status checks, two status checks. This is the failure from their end. This is failure from our end. You install it. And storage, you know, right? This is the EBS volume. You attach it. This is separate. You want to increase from 8 GB to, we can do that as well. Now, tags, this is for our purpose. Like I can add, like this is to make it ourselves to search and all. You can have a number of tags also, not a problem. That you have. Networking, you see right here, you created a whenever you create a EC2 mission, you created in the default VPC. When you create a EC2 mission, in default you get public IP and then the private IP. Some basics very important. EC2.
So in which cases do we get instance failure, status failure?
Like we did a choke up the memory or CPU. You installed one application and then it is arguing more, like it is using more CPU memory. In that case, right, the instance status checks will fail. Yeah.
So we have to decrease, like, how do we fix it?
Yeah, change the instance type. First see that which is causing CPU, memory, network, or disk, or some like this kind of, we have to see based on the logs. Then we can, there is a chance, like I have seen majority times, even we install in our lab, right? Further going, I'll install one application. That application will fail instance status checks. In that case, what I used to do, change one family type to another family type.
Okay.
So public IP, you will get networking related point of view. You will get a public IP and then you get a private IP. So it never change. Even for stop or start, it never change. But if you do stop now, like for example, if I stop, start, there is chance of IP may change. There is chance. Without change, then go for IP called elastic IP, which is called static public IP. So if I start, there is a chance by default IP may change. Even if I stop and start, I don't want to change public IP, then go for, there is a concept called elastic IP. If you assign elastic IP, if you do stop and start, it won't change at all. That is the one. So keep this thought. Networking. So in the networking, you get a default VPC, which is called private, given by AWS for now. Just keep this thought. Networking. And yeah, so let's go down. Security. Yeah, here you see, right, you will have a one guy called here, the famous guy you already know. This is the guy. security group. There is a, let me click on this fella. Security group. So click on that security group, open a new tab. So core, these are the whatever I was saying, right? Application you can install, start, but these are like very core important related. You have to understand. So you can have like more security groups also. You can attach more security groups also. You can attach here somewhere like settings. If I want to attach more security groups, I can attach. I can add like, you can remove, I can add one more security groups, I can attach it. So one instance have more than one security group. More than one edge. Same edge can be attached to same security group. I mean, attached to multiple EC2 also, multiple instances also. Can attach vice versa, one to n, you can say that for now. Okay. So what is security group? You know already. Can you guys help me?
It allows some IPs to run our applications.
It authenticates the user.
No, not authenticates. Authenticates, you will be entering username, password. No, it's not authenticates. Yeah, no deny. It doesn't do deny, just allow. Yeah. I think long back we made a one image, right? Like in cell days, like so in the some class, right? In the application, there will be port number running. So all the ports, whatever applications you are running in the cloud, right? You cannot expose them out to outside. Outside in the sense internet. I want to allow specific port numbers to some IPs, some port numbers to like within our company, some to outside and all. In that case, the crucial one is the security group. So let me see. Yeah, firewall outside, you can say that. Yeah. So security group will have two sections. One is the inbound and outbound. If you want to go more security, very tight and security, then we will be touching it. Fine-grained security, like. So majority, like I have seen like some use cases only, like you know where the output packet also will go. In that case, we touch it. Otherwise, no. Don't touch it. We modify regularly the like in our regular job, right? So I'll tell you like some almost my like last 8 years, I have like 2 projects only we were touching it. Remaining whatever the projects I worked, always I get a task, allow inbound rule. Change. We get it like a majority times to change here. Don't touch outbound. If you touch outbound, like somewhere you entered inside a room, you cannot come outside until you know where to go. So if you know that exactly path where outbound will go, like then you modify it. Otherwise, don't touch outbound. Like as I was saying, right, you got logged. Your packet went inbound, but it doesn't know how to come outbound. So very careful when you're touching outbound. We modify always the inbound one. Let me check. Go for here. The one inbound one. Security group page. When I click on this page, it came to same page in the EC2 section. In the EC2 somewhere you will have this section called security group. Yeah, here itself. It came in the security groups. You can go separately or you can come from EC2 to the security group also. This little page direction. Here, this is the security group ID. You will have a security group ID. This ID is the unique one. And you see that outbound rules. By default, they have allowed all. Don't touch it. They allowed to internet. Outbound. Don't touch, please. Outbound one for some days. Then inbound, there is a name. Something you got it. SSH port number 22,000 something you allowed it. If you want allow, I can edit here something. I can allow one more here something. I can delete also if I want something. I can delete also. Delete. Save rules. My security group is empty right now. It doesn't have any rules. I want to allow something, you can allow here as well. Okay. So just keep it. Security group is a very important topic. But this is the one-time task we do. You will get sometimes if it is a there is a new customer comes, they wanted to allow, you will be changing this inbound rule. So we'll get this kind of task regularly in our job, changing the security group inbound rules. That is one of our job. So security group will be attached to EC2. That's it, EC2. There are some more services. We will attach security group to attach. Security group will be attached. For now, what is the service we are attaching? EC2. Can we attach security group to IAM? No. CloudTrail? No. Trust Advisor? No. We cannot attach it. There are some services they'll use it. Among one is called EC2. So let me go back to here to the back page. Instances. You have status checks, storage EBS volume can be expanded, network, VPC, public IP, private IP, and then security is nothing but one of the security group you have, where your EC2 will get protected, how to enter inside the EC2 things. Okay, that is the, you have to give instance ID, security group ID. These are the unique one. They'll get created along with EC2. Now, let me go back to that one image. This is the region. AWS region. I chosen Mumbai region. Mumbai. Keep this thought. Like everyone knows Mumbai, but technically you should know one coding word. This is the one. For Mumbai, we will have a coding AP South one. Coding word in the sense like the region they'll have a naming convention South one like this. So sometimes you may get asked this question. Like as I was saying that I work for Singapore. I know that Singapore is AP Southeast one because I was working like some couple of years, right, for that. So I know by default if you click on it, right, AP Southeast one. So you should know whenever you say that your project is running North Virginia, you should remember it because we will be using this name at multiple places like US East 1 and all. This is just to safer, but in the programs, in the code, somewhere in the commands, we use this US East 1 lot of times. We don't use this name. This is just for our naming purpose. But internally, the code and all, they'll use this one. Please lock one. You lock for one thing and then just remember it. Sometimes you may get asked this kind of question as well. So let me go back to this. I have here. So this region is divided into the what? Can you guys help me with that? How region is divided?
Availability zones.
Availability zones.
Back. Let me see. If you want to see how many availability zones, go for the dashboard here. EC2 dashboard. Below you will see right 1A, 1B. You have right. Total how many? You don't need to remember zone ID. We need to remember the zone names. How many are there? Like here?
3.
3. So you see that naming convention. They made a naming convention. 1A, 1B, 1C. AP Southeast 1. So 3 availability zones. This is the place or not? This is the one. Physical place or not?
Yeah, physical.
It's a physical data center. Okay. Now let me keep it here. AP South 1A. They have one more place. 1A. They have one place called 1C. So think that in a Mumbai at like 50 kilometers or 20 kilometers differences that they'll have a different buildings, like you think it separate places, 3 places they have. Now, how did you interact for this? How did you interacted for this data center?
By creating these instances.
Yeah, network.
NIC card.
How did you like here you see right? How are you interacting with this region? What is this? Yeah, network only. Yeah, that is correct answer.
NIC card.
That is also correct answer. But how are you interacting with the AWS data center?
Through
Yeah, AWS console. So true. That is, I am using console. I'm using AWS console. In the console, I went to a service called, I selected that EC2, and then I created EC2 instance launched. Now, instance. Okay. Behind what happened, like, whenever you selected that, randomly you have not selected, like, you selected only region, but you have not selected any availability zone. So what happens is, like, if you're not selected it, that behind what they use some kind of like APIs, some APIs. You could have seen that some orchestration in the sense manage which one I need to go, where to go. That manage is called management. English is technical keyword is called orchestration. So it selected one of the availability zone. You see here. Let me click on this one. Please observe here. It's a region. Inside a region, in which region it went? 1A. So automatically it went into 1A here. Here my EC2 is running. Here instance is running. It's in running state. Can I move this instance from this region to another, this zone to another zone? You cannot move. You have to create one more. Then you have to select E1B. You will get one option. Let me go back. These are the basic fundamentals you should be aware. See here, for example, we will get in the networking section. Here you select, for example, here, subnets. Default in any availability zone. Now I want to go specific. You can go select here 1A, 1B, 1A, here 1C, here 1B. You can select explicitly. Just a second. So explicitly, if you want, you can select. I want to launch into 1B or 1A, something you can launch. If you don't, by default, the orchestrator will decide wherever the free resources available, it will launch. Can I move running one? You cannot move. You have to recreate that one more instance. This is one. So instances always. Instance is region. Inside a region, again, it is a what kind of service? Zone-based service. EC2 is not the global. EC2 is a regional, and again it is inside a zone. You have to keep it. So if zone is a separate data center, or like these are all in same place or different places, these ones. Yeah. So keep this thought very important in the certificate point of view, or like if you attend some core companies, right, they'll ask you this question. Now my 1A went down. I don't want my applications go down. Like, what is the other use case? How can I avoid this? My 1A, one place, let's say, for example, in Bangalore, some place is being something like some heavy rain or some earthquake came, that building got collapsed it. Like, how do you know my application will go down, right? How do you recover now, like something? So what I have to do? I have to create instance in another zone. Or you can create cross region also, but in the same region instance. Yeah, that is what we do majority times. High availability. Yeah. So this is like high availability. I want to, like, for example, if there is a disruption in this, so I wanted application, my application, even like in my use case, right now, whatever we create, right, we spread EC2 across the zones. So if someone asks me, like, create a EC2 for 10 instances, right, I don't create EC2s in same zone. I spread 5 here, 5 here, like R333 something. I spread, like we do spreading this thing, the EC2 instances and all across the zones. That is what the good approach you have to follow. Across zones. Don't create all of them in one zone. Always distribute it. This is our job. Good. So let me
It
take.
means data will be distributed or the same instance we are just duplicating.
Yeah, same instance you are duplicating. Because
Initially itself we need to do it, right?
sorry.
Initially, like while creating EC2 instance.
Yeah, exactly. When you are creating it, always first create one in one zone, create another in another zone, create one more in another zone, like that. Yes. Yeah. Good. Now, so why do we need like, because high availability and then more applications like do you think ArtStar is running one EC2? No, right? Like they'll be running like thousands of instances. So thousands of instances don't launch in the same zone, like something 300, 300, 300, like that. Distribute them across the zones. That is what our job. You have to decide. No one will tell you this. These are the fundamentals you have to follow.
Sir, I have one thought.
Yeah.
Suppose whenever we create an EC2 machines, always will prefer for two zones, 1A or 1B or 1C, or
At a time, when you are creating it, you cannot select two zones. No.
Okay.
One only you can select at a time.
okay.
Next time, if you are creating second one, you have to select 1B again. Like that, you have to follow.
Suppose one EC2 machine, so some problems, some disasters, so that EC2 machine is available in 1A zone. So I want to collect the same information. How can you possible, sir?
Make this EC2 as a AMI, whatever the data is there right now.
Yeah.
Convert this EC2 machine as AMI, launch in another zone, launch in zone 2 immediately.
But there will be an issue, right? Like we'll be able to access it.
Yeah, once you launch right in the zone 2, you can access it. This you will get a public IP, you can go and then update in the DNS, you can launch it.
So what are the informations? What are the networking? What are the VPC? All currently available in EC2, sir. If we choose for 1B zone.
Yeah. You will get all the data. Like whatever, when you were creating a EC2, right? You selected VPs, right? When you were launching the, now what you did, you took this, whatever the problematic one, right? You made the total as a AMI. Now you are launching in the zone 2. Whatever the properties were there for networking, storage, like storage, you will get automatically because it is been backed up. Whatever were the network, create in that, select all those properties same for the zone 2 also. That will come. It will come as is, same properties. Yeah.
Okay. So only the region will be changed.
No, same reason only we are launching, right? You
No,
are
no,
not.
1 year. Sorry. Zone. Sorry.
Yeah, zone will change exactly.
Yeah.
Zone will change. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Yeah. So let me go back to EC2. I'll take an image. Sorry. You are running EC2 here. I'll take this thing. I'm not going with the region zone specific now. For after a few days, right, I will avoid this using this paint. We use one tool, draw.io. I will use that tool. Like that is recommended for your like in the projects also. So this is my EC2. EC2 is protected with this thing, the outer layer. Security group. Security group, and my EC2 is running. Which region it is running now?
Mumbai, AP South.
AP South one. And AZ?
1 year region.
And then instance type. What is the instance type?
T2 micro.
And AMI?
Amazon.
Linux.
And how much EBS volume we have?
8 GB.
64.
8 GB.
Yeah, 8 GB we have. How much CPU we have for this? CPU and memory. How much CPU memory we have?
32.
64.
How much memory CPU we are having for this? So how did you like by seeing this? How we will come to know how much you are using?
Usually, it will be up to our
No, you guys, yeah, 1 CPU, 1 GB memory.
64.
2 CPUs we are using, I guess.
32.
Okay. Okay, then I made confusion for you guys. Telling that 32 number, 64 number. Okay. So how did we decide is based upon the type? Right? This is the type. What is the type I am using here right now?
T2 micro.
Instance type, family type, instance type. We use a different instance type. T2 micro. Just go to the Google and then like type normal T2 micro specs. T2. They have this many series like general. These are the instance types they have. These are right now I'm on mainly looking at the general. Go for T2 wala. Here T2, how many CPUs we have? How much RAM? Yeah, this is like don't care about the CPU credit. This is like sometimes you shouldn't force immediately. You cannot use that total CPUs and then that is this is like their software thing, virtualization thing. For now, for my answer is 1 CPU, 1 GB RAM. I'm using. Yeah, that is the one. So always remember, very important. I was telling right. This interview question also they use. Damn sure one of interview question. Experienced. So for example, I was telling that M5 2x large. My example in my case, I was using it. So here 8 CPU, 32 GB. I remember it. This you have to say. For example, you have to lock like this. Always remember. No need to say this one. Then I'll ask you, why did you went for M5? Because I have my use cases. We'll get to know at the end, but we'll ask you, why did you went for M5 to X large? Is that specific reason? Then tell like something we asked you that kind of question. Now, what is the one we are using? T2 micro. T2 micro is 1 CPU and then the 1 GB RAM. 1 GB RAM. This is the one. We never use in the projects. This one. This is just for like our test purpose. We never use it. That is one. Yeah. Cool. So let me go back. And then these ones. Yeah. What is the network we are using? What is the network here?
VPC.
Yeah. VPC we are using. Yeah. These are some basic properties of any instance. These are the basic properties. For every EC2, you will get it. This security group I attached it. Just keep this time. EC2 metadata. Can I control my EC2 to come in one C zone? The new EC2, if I'm creating one new EC2, can I control create EC2 in the 1C zone? Can we create?
No, you have to create a.
No, can we control?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Well, creating only, but after creating, no, you cannot control. Then we have to. So let me take one more.
So running one, we can't control.
Yeah. So I'm running EC2. Which AMI I have took the Amazon Linux one?
Linux.
Why the basic funda? The basic rule. Simple to run application. Okay. For some days I'll run this kind of why questions, WH questions. Okay. Connect to or login inside EC2 install within the run application. This is what we do. Now we connected to AWS console only. We connected to AWS console. And there is a one more inside AWS console. We installed this. Now we need to go inside this instance. I need to go inside this instance. Like for example, you entered into one home. Inside that home, there is a one more room. I have to go inside that room, for example. Okay, just normal English keyboard. So if I go inside, then I can set it up. I can install the application. Port numbers will be running, and it will have a public IP. I can access this outside. So how can I connect to EC2? EC2. Yeah. So remember, we need to use tools. Depends on AMI or the OS. So here is the one. Which AMI I have chosen? Amazon Linux. Here there will be inside Amazon Linux, one server will be running. By default it will come. You don't need to install, like however you got IAM service, right? If you log into AWS console, by default you got some services. Same way, if you run Amazon Linux, one server will be running as such a server. Let me go back to here. You remember long back I was telling client, and then the server. Browser is one client. Which is client it is? HTTP client. It will only send request to one server, which is server HTTP server. Now I have one server. What is the server I have now? Here by default in the Linux you will get one server called SSH server. Now to connect to this SSH server, I need to use Postman. SSH.
Right.
If you use SSH client, you can go inside this server. Why I need to use SSH client? I need to enter inside the mission. That is how, like, so then only you can enter inside that mission. Why I need to enter that mission? I need to control this mission because I'm the which guy? The infrastructure guy, IaaS guy, not the like SaaS guy or the PaaS guy. I need to go inside the application. I have to set it up. Yeah. What we will be doing it? Install application, stop, start, or something, control total OS. I want to control the application, port numbers, for example. All this I want to control. Then I need to go with this formula. So you remember this is also an application. This is also an application. Okay. This will run on the port number called 22 automatically. That is the thumb rule. Such server always will run on the 22 port number. If you want to change, you can change because this has been configured by the AWS team. So the by default it will run on the 22. Now I am the admin. So this mission is secured by one layer. You guys help me. What is that layer? It is protected. Security group. So what I have to do here? I need to allow the specific port number. Yeah. So if I want to come from outside to inside to this mission, first rule I need to have is allow the security group to connect to this port number. Do you touch? That is English keyword. Inbound do you touch? Outbound you touch. If you want to come from inbound. In the inbound, you have to say that. Let me go for the security group. Multiple ways you can go. Click on this security group, security. Here you see, right? Launch wizard wala. Inbound rules, edit inbound rules, add rule. Just say that here you will have a port specific. Somewhere you will have it. You see, right? If you select as such, you will get it from where you want to access it. If you say anywhere, it will come automatically. Which one? 000. So the very thumb rule, security thumb rule. Don't allow, never. Specific IP. Okay. I want to allow to my IP only, then you can say that my IP here. Long back I told now in our browser also we will get to know our IP address, right? How can I check this IP address is my IP?
Inspect elements.
No, this is not for Google IP. I mean, what is my IP?
LS lookup.
Yeah, all correct answers. Yeah, whatever you're telling it. We'll get to know one by one. This is what is my IP. This is your laptop public IP. Where you connected router, right? That is router giving you the one public IP. This is the router 49.205 public IP 162. Let's go here. Observe. This will be the same. This will be, and observe /32K. We'll talk on it. This is not the port. This is the CIDR range. Okay. Why I have allowed 49 only? This one. Why one IP? Why can't I allow to 00? That is the security practice. So I'll tell you simple reason. Who connects on the 22 port number? Admins. If you allow to internet, hackers, what they'll do, they will send more requests. What's it? Chances what you will get more requests or more connections. Your phone can have how many connections at a time? Phone one. If other person says what it does, it will say that busy or something, right? Same way, one port can have some limited connections only, some limited at a time. What hackers they'll do, they will do at a time like bunch of attacks for that port number. If they get to know that 22 port to open, they'll do bunch of attacks. Then in your team, who cannot log in? If already many hackers are trying for that connection, already 22 busy. Who cannot log in?
Admins.
Who cannot log in? Already hackers are trying like some. They are bunch.
Admin.
They are not allowing you at all. Yeah. In that case, what you do? Because we are not able to log in, I'll do reboot. I'll stop and start. I'll log in again. For some time it will work. Again, it will go back again to admin cannot log in because hackers are trying. So even you cannot also log in. Such they'll do some kind of attacking called denial of service. It is called denial of service. So even you cannot also you cannot also use that service. Denial of service means they'll attack on one port number. No one can, even you cannot also log in. So this kind of attack, one kind of attack, denial of service, DOS attack, something they say that. DDoS, something they'll say that. One attack. This is on the port, they'll be doing it. Any questions, any thoughts you want to ask? So no one will say that if you follow any YouTube channel, something they'll allow to internet. Once you come to organization, right, we will be using some security tools. That security will scan all the security groups and then they'll report you that there is a port number is open to internet. In that case, you have to revert to that change. Instead of that, I'll always follow the best practice. Never allow 22 outside. That is the good. Now let's go back. I have connected inside as an admin. Now I will install application. I'm going to install one sample application, which I use for my sessions. I will install one application. One is called HTTPD, which will run on the 80 port number. Okay. Now, who can access application? Who will access application?
User.
Users.
User.
Yeah. End user will come on which port number usually?
8004.
443 or
443 or 8.
Yeah. 443, you have to make little certificate things and that will come. For now, I'll go with the 80. End user port number is 80. Now, is it good practice to allow 80 to specific IP or internet?
Internet.
If you allow for specific IP, what will happen?
End user can't.
Access to everyone.
Yeah, only one IP can access it. It can't access from outside.
Outside.
So with that context, in security group, how many rules will come? How many rules will be there for us in this?
Rules. And for the 22 port with the private IP.
And one more is 22. Sorry, I'm sorry. 20. Yeah. By default, it is blocked. Yeah, by default. Admins only. Company IPs. In the companies, right, we will be using some VPN and all. We will be using some VPN and all. That VPN IPs we will allow. That VPN IPs, if you ask your networking team, they'll tell you what are the IPs. Then, if you go to office, only you will be able to connect to this EC2. Or in your laptop, you need to install one tool called VPN tool. Let's say, for example, your company will give a laptop. In that laptop, already they will have a VPN tool. When you connect to that VPN, automatically that VPN IP already allowed in the security group. So you will be able to connect to that EC2. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now I wanted to allow one more. You see, right? There will be something blah 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 blah. Yeah, HTTP port number, right? By default, HTTPS is the 443. HTTP default port is the 8. Automatically. What is the good practice here? Anyway, here we will come admin for SSH, and this is for HTTP, for example. Okay. Save these rules. Yeah, you will have it. Two things. Oh, this guy. Let me say that this is for end user. Just to give the naming convention. Oh my god, somewhere else it went the browser. Okay, don't care about that naming thing. Here is the flow. See, 22 is completely restricted now. Only my IP only can get access here. So that is the first to enter into this mission now. Why I am entering into this mission? I wanted to set up an application. I wanted to run business inside this EC2 and then wanted to give it to end users. That is what my objective. Yeah. No. You can do comma. You can do any. Yeah. I have seen like a 20 plus also. I have seen something. Yeah. We have allowed it. You can have more. Not only one IP. You can allow more also. Yeah. This is the what? Yeah, that HTTP TCP Edge. Yeah, that is correct. Cool. Now let me go back. So my EC2 is ready. Now I wanted to connect from my laptop. I was showing you that. What is the HTTP client in your laptop?
Browser.
Like you will have a such client also in SSH flow. You remember long back we installed one tool called in our laptop, Git. For alternative for browser, we installed this Git bash. Git bash also you can use putty or the olden days putty. Yeah. In our Ubuntu, if your Mac you are using, already you will have a terminal. The terminal is called SSH client. You don't need to install extra client. If your laptop is Ubuntu or Mac, already you will have a terminal. If your laptop is Windows, please habituate the Git bash. So yeah. Mob external. There are nowadays in the DevOps I have seen the familiarized people you are using is the Git bash. This one. Download it, do next. It will install wizard. Then go back onto the terminal. Go back onto terminal. Somewhere new. Why I'm not getting? Did I restart or no? Let me go back. Search like git bash. Yeah. No, earlier, like if I do right click, it was coming. Yeah. So where will you get it? Git bash. No, more. No. I don't know. That's okay. So normal search, and then you will get an option. Just get open this. So this is the terminal, blank terminal. Next onwards, we'll be on this two things, AWS console or this thing only will be familiarized. This is in my laptop. Okay, now do ls here. Just in the wherever you open, right? You will have it like tilde symbol. If you open the normal tilde symbol, you see there is a folder called downloads. I want to go inside the downloads. Let me go. Why I'll tell you. Go for downloads. Type cd do. Press a tab. Automatically the full will come automatically. Do pwd. You are in the folder called downloads. You should be like this. You should be in the downloads folder. When I create an EC2 mission, what AWS made us is, if you want to connect to that, where is this? To connect to EC2 as our doing as a admin. First, what you should have in your laptop is such a one is I was saying putty or git bash or mob extern. If you are using already the Mac and all, already will have a terminal. Or yeah, nowadays they're giving yeah. So I'll use git bash in our sessions. Yeah, this you should have in your laptop. That is the one. And second thing, allow security group to your IP address for port number 22. That is the one. And AWS, what they made extra security. Let's say, for example, if you get this EC2 elastic EC2 IP address, if you get to know EC2 IP address, anyone can log in from outside. Just they will have a something they can try on the port number, something, right? Like in case if you by mistakenly if allowed to internet, anyone can log in. So what they did, they made extra security called PEM file. PEM file is normal keyword, we call it as a private key. So you should have a private key also. That is the one. So when you create a EC2 mission, yesterday in the left side, you could have seen the downloads. One file got downloaded. You see, right? This is the file, simple PEM. Can you check here? Go back to EC2 instance. You cannot change key for different. If you want to change, you have to create one more mission. You see, right? Here is the key name. This is the key name I'm using, the PEM file name. So that came to the downloads folder. So that's why I came to the downloads folder here. You can check like this, ls-ltr start.pem. It will list all the, just a second. Yeah. So here ls-ltr, if you do, it will show all of the whatever you downloaded in the downloads, but I wanted only the PEM file, ls-ltr start.pem. Here is the PEM file is there. So few things. You should have SSH client. Why I need SSH client? I want to enter into the server. Who will help you to allow inside the server? The SSH server that is already been installed, that will be running automatically along with the Amazon Linux. That's how they configured this. To connect this SSH server, I need a client, and then it will be running on the port number, specific port number that is been allowed. Two things, and then the PEM also I have. So can you access private IPs outside? Yeah, you should be in that network. Then only will be access. So AWS is, I'm not in the AWS network yet. I'm outside. I'm in my home, which is connected to the internet. If I want to connect to the AWS, long back I told, right? Mission want to connect to another mission. What do you need? Yeah. So among this, two IPs, public IP and private IPs. Private IPs, you have to be in that network. So I am not in that network. So other one, if I want access, is the public IP. So go back to your EC2. You got already, right? This one. Go back to network. Public IP, private IP. You try this one, whole our life, you cannot connect. So only the option is you can connect to this public IP. Or you can take the public DNS name. For this, they will have IP address. You can check like this, whether what is the IP address. How to check? I have a name, I want to check IP address. Oh. Paste. Yeah. You see, here is the IP address, you got it. This is the IP address. You can use either public DNS name, which is blah blah like this, amazon.com, or you can use the IP address, anyone. Here, do now. There is a one command to connect like this. After you got IP address, you have to by heart. That is how it SSH -I. I'm going to use a PEM file. There will be one username, EC2 user at public IP. Or you can go and then go to EC2. You have option connect. You see there is an option SSH client. Copy this command as is. Example, this command as is. Just copy this. I'm the infrastructure guy. I'm going inside the mission. I have already allowed the security group under 22 port number for my laptop IP address. So I'm entering this mission. First time it will say that fingerprint. This is called fingerprint wala something. Yes. Next time onwards, it doesn't say that. Now, physically, I'm in like one location, but virtually my laptop is entered into the Mumbai region here. So I'm inside EC2 mission now here, inside this EC2 mission. Let me come out of this EC2 mission again. Now again, I came back to my laptop downloads folder. How can I enter? Up arrow again. Yeah, just exit. Yeah, just exit. So I'm again inside the EC2 mission here. If you don't have downloads kind of here, you are inside AWS, which is virtually you are in Mumbai. Physically at your one place, but virtually your laptop entered into this terminal entered into that Mumbai here. So let me install one application which will run on the 80 port number. I'll give all these comments, but only the thing, few of the things will change. Yeah. 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 Like you can create a separate naming convention when you can use the same PEM file also for all the EC2 missions also you can use. Yes. 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 It will. No. Like at the end, right, when you're launching EC2 mission to last two questions, new PEM file or existing PEM file. Next time onwards, you can say that existing one, select that simple PEM. Yeah. No. They won't give you. No. Yeah. So there is a recovery mechanism like some SSH commands and all. You have to do little Linux related tuning. With that thing, you can get back. So you cannot get the same thing. You cannot get the same thing. Yeah. Yes. Yes. But you cannot get the same PEM file again. So you have to, you have to generate. Yeah. Yeah. One of the interview question also this one. I lost PEM file. How to go further? Yeah. Yes. Once we familiarize little Linux commands, we'll see this thing. Okay. We'll keep this question. Yeah, no problem. I for like you are using identity of this PEM file. This is the username. This is after this is your EC2 DNS name. That is how it forms. Okay. For now, go to this connect option. Copy this as is in your Git bash terminal. Copy paste. You are inside that mission now. Okay. Now exit. Go and then remove the security group. For now, just to demonstrate. Go back. I'm going to remove the 22 port number for my IP address. I'm going to delete this wala. Save. First question, is 22 running or not? Is EC2 running? Yeah, let's now see. These are the situations you will get a lot of times. It will be running, someone was not able to connect. Now let's see. How do you troubleshoot further? It doesn't move. You are still in the downloads folder. It is timing out. Like you made a phone call, 1, 2, 3, something. There is a timeout will be there. After time, let's observe the error. By seeing some errors, you should know that don't Google it. By default, you have to say this is the problem because you are going with experience, right? Yeah. So this is the connection timeout. SS server is running, but what could be the problem? You are trying to enter on which port number from your laptop? Who is blocking here? Yeah, true. But
Security group.
yeah. The security group. Security group is blocking. Like by default, it is denying everyone. So it is not allowing you at all. So how can I check my laptop from my laptop whether I'm allowed to this thing? The next command immediately what you can do, NC. NC is okay. NC is the one I use Linux. Okay, let me see telnet wala. Yeah, it's working. Telnet is there. Telnet. You have to do IP address and the or the DNS name also. Two combinations you can use. DNS. Don't prepend, only just IP address. And which port number I'm trying to enter? The space 22. Oh my gosh, why it is not giving any English message? Something you should get. Let me open a terminal, wala, Windows terminal. Yeah, let's see. Telnet. Space 22. We should get some error. Yeah, here is right. Yeah. Wait for some time. We should get that same error. Connection timeout something. Wait for now. How can I solve this problem? How to solve it to connect from my laptop to I want to connect to the server. Connection failed.
Allow the IP and port in the security group.
Yeah. So go to the security group. So you will get this kind of problems in your real time also. You will get this kind of. I hate to say real time keyword. Like usually the you will get this kind of problems. Yeah. That say that admin coming for what? SSH purpose. Why we use SSH? To enter inside the server. You can control. Later you can control. Now let's go back. Run this same command. You should get like this. Yeah, you connect it to the SSH one like this. You will get it. If you want to do control shift, something you can do control like this. You have to do at a time control plus this bracket. Then you can come and then you say that buy or exit. Exit. No, not exit. What was that to come out? Quit. Yeah. So now you can come back to your laptop again. Yeah, you can run the regular command. Good. So what I did, we have removed the 22 port number from our laptop. We experimented SSH command. Go back again. I mean, please keep it. This will be our regular task. I'll use regularly. Don't think today only this is the one something. This is my regular job. I'll be doing it. So now I'm inside this mission. We entered this inside mission. Next, what is our job? I was telling right. Install. So there is one command. Just follow for now. Sudo yum install httpd. Only installing it. -y without asking. Yes, moving. This is the command. Do it. It will install. By default, the naming HTTP, right? It will run on the 80 port number. So automatically. Now I have to start sudo systemctl start http. So it will run on the 80 port number. It will be running on it. Just take IP address. Your EC2 IP address. I have installed and then I have started the server. What is the command to start? Start application. Systemctl start httpd. No yes for this. For installation only you need a yes or no. For this, just run this command. Save this. Now take your IP address, public IP address. Just access it like this. Yeah. Even this will work for you also. How it will work for you guys also? Why? Yeah. You guys try this accessing this thing. Oh, sorry, I'm trying the direct message. Everyone. Try this. Even you guys can able to access it outside. So let me just a minute. I'll share back again. Can you guys try accessing that? Tell me what you are. Please try to access it back again. Please, can you guys tell me what is that response you are getting? I sent you the IP address. Can you guys tell me like what is the response you guys are getting? Are you sure?
Site can't be reached.
Yeah, some people could have access initially to
Connection timed out.
yeah.
Connection timed out.
Yeah. How do you check now from the command line whether on which port number I'm entering first? Our basic formulas we went right inside this. This is the protocol IP address. If you don't have port number colon here, by default HTTP port number is the 80. So how can I check from my laptop 80 port is running or not in the remote? Yeah, same thing. Telnet. Telnet you can use for if you want to know the specific port number, always check the Telnet. Earlier I checked 22, now I'm checking for 80. Connecting. See this error connection timeout. So by seeing these errors, what could be you could have seen previously also, right? My SSH was connection timeout. What was the problem? Yeah, just a minute. So what you are telling is now you want me to check in where? For now, the port. Yeah. So this is my security group. This is the one. Let's refresh it, voila. Yeah. So when I stopped sharing, right, I went and then I removed here. So we get this kind of issues lot of times. If it is the new setup, someone is trying to new setup somewhere, they got stuck. After you allow, we won't get that problem again. If you do remove this by mistakenly or someone, we don't touch it. This is the first time or the new project's setup time, or you are trying some new port number access. In that case only we will get. These are some basic problems. So when you get a connection timeout, the default lookup was you have to check on which port number is coming. Try from your laptop telnet. The IP is correct or not. Private IP never works. That you should have basic knowledge. If he is trying with will it work in our lifetime?
No.
3 will not work until you should be in that network. 172.10.192. You should know that. These are the, you will not get this from internet. You should go to some VPN kind of tools, then it will work. That is how. So public, private IPs will not work. You should know this. If he is trying wrong IP, always say that try public IP. Don't try private IP, that you have to tell. And then yeah, other one, what you have to check. I'm not telling exactly this is the problem. These are the problems one by one you have to tell. One, let me allow that. I removed the one. Allow the 802. Yeah. Who is coming here? End user, HTTP, rules. Cool. Can you guys access now?
Yes.
Is it working? Sorry, I took little time because guys help me here. What is that? Is it?
It's loading.
Very good.
Yeah, same error.
So now security group is passing or not?
No.
No, usually like we have allowed, right? We have allowed. Now security went through, pass through. It went through. Now security group is allowed. So one check is security group is correct. Now what could be the another? Let me go for it.
There is no HTTP client installed.
So you went, this is working. The public IP is correct. Security group is allowed, correct. See, always keep this thought. For one problem, you will have lot of reasons. You have to go one by one. So one, IP is correct. You are using correct HTTP client only. And then you allow the security group. Now let's see.
Might be the instance was down.
Yeah, I have stopped EC2Mission. This is the problem. I did stop. Now, who is not listening? Who is not running? Application is not running. Port is not listening. 80 port got stopped. There is a one more problem. The EC2 could have been stopped. Let me start again. Can you do SSH to this mission now? Because when you stop application, 22 also will be down. 80 also will be down. Completely down. Yeah. So even you cannot do SSH also. These are the some basic. Like you did a switch off phone. You cannot do WhatsApp call or any call. Simple. Let me start it. 2 more minutes. I'm so sorry for this, lady. For your info, I'll share these recordings by tomorrow. All this. Let me start back. Can you see what got changed? Earlier, what was that?
IP changed.
Yeah. So I don't want to change public IP. Then you need to go for one IP card.
Elastic.
There is no private elastic IPs, as far as I know. If they introduce something, elastic IP means blindly get that IP will not change public IP. Yeah. No. If you have your own public IP, you can bring that. Raise a case with AWS team. They will bring your own IP. BYY IP concept is there. BYI. Yeah, you can take your own, but you cannot specify that. Already see Google has that. You cannot say that I need that IP, right? So you, yeah. 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 To your AWS, they'll do too. Yeah, cool. Now EC2 is up. Now EC2 is out. Now let's access again. Please, you have to tell me here what is the problems and all.
Need to change the public IP.
Yeah. This is the same situations you'll get lot of times. Let me access it. I'm entering on which port number? 80. Let's see. This I'll close. I'll open one more tab.
Same error angle.
Let me try SSH. I'm trying SSH one. Let me try SSH one. So SSH is connecting, but let's see.
Lead. Same error.
Not the same error. Now it is different error.
Yeah. Connection.
So refused means OS is up, but your port is not listening. Application got down, like something. The port. Yeah. Cool. So I'll pass it for today here. Let me put it something. It put like this. What are the labs you have to do? So they will get a context. Yeah, can you guys help me here? I'll note it down the points. What it all you went through. Please experiment with these things. So I'll share the recordings tomorrow. By tomorrow, I'll send all the recordings. I'll send you the team. We'll meet on Monday. No session for me. Yeah. Thanks. Thank you. Bye.